In this video, I'm looking at why you should stop over-marketing and how to fix your customer acquisition process. And if you stay with me to the end, you'll see exactly why adding more tactics, more funnels, and more content hacks is quietly killing your ability to attract the right customers. And what serious business owners are doing instead to build a customer acquisition system that brings ideal customers to them on demand. You're going to walk away with one big realization. Your problem isn't lack of marketing activity. Your problem is lack of a magnet. And once you see that, you'll never look at your marketing the same way again. Let's start with something uncomfortable. If your marketing calendar is full, but your bank account isn't, you don't have a marketing problem. You have a system problem. The truth is, you can be posting daily, boosting ads, tweaking landing pages, running webinars, and still be stuck with random customers and random results. And the more you do, the more exhausted you feel, because deep down, you know you're working hard inside a broken process. You might recognize yourself in some of these. You're constantly chasing leads, replying to lukewarm inquiries, following up people who never reply, trying to nurture contacts who were never serious in the first place. You've tried funnels, free lead magnet, webinar, sales call. It looked great on paper. The videos were persuasive, but in reality, you got a lot of freebie seekers, very few paying customers, and a calendar full of people who need to think about it. You've invested in courses, masterminds, and marketing agencies. Each one promised the magic tactic. You got more information, more complexity, and more things to do, but not more ideal customers. You feel like you're constantly convincing skeptics, explaining your value, justifying your prices, trying to prove you're different from everyone else in your market. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. This is the default state of SME marketing in 2026. Lots of noise, very little progress. Here's the good news. There is nothing wrong with you. There is something wrong with the system or process you're using. You don't need to become a social media celebrity. You don't need to learn 27 new tactics. You don't need to spend your life chasing people who don't really want what you offer. What you need is a proven, tested process that attracts and converts your specific ideal customers on demand without chasing, convincing, or burning out. A process that turns your content into a filter, not a fishing net. So here's the question I want you to ask yourself right now. What if the reason your marketing feels exhausting is because it was never designed to filter for serious customers? What if every post, every video, every campaign you've run has been quietly inviting the wrong people into your world and then forcing you to spend your time trying to turn them into something they're not? And what if there is a way to flip that completely? So your content repels the unmotivated and attracts the serious, ready-to-act prospects who value what you do. By the end of this video, you'll understand why more marketing is the most expensive trap SME owners fall into, and how an ideal customer magnet, built once, refined over 9 days, can become the engine that quietly transforms your business. I'm not going to teach you every step of the magnet in this video, but I am going to show you why your current approach fails and why a better process is right for you. Let's talk about the real cause of the problem. Most SME owners have been sold a tactic-first mindset. Run ads, start a podcast, post daily, launch a webinar. Each tactic is sold as if it's a system, but it isn't. It's just a piece of the overall winning process. The real cause of your frustration is that you're trying to bolt tactics onto a non-existent or a broken process. You're pouring water into a bucket with no bottom. YouTube, social media, email, these are distribution channels, not customer acquisition systems. They are powerful when they are plugged into the ideal customer magnet, but they can be exhausting when they are plugged into nothing. I've worked with business owners who are doing everything right tactically, great branding, good offers, decent content, but they were missing one thing, a structured process that turned attention into revenue, step by step. Every step in the ideal customers on demand process filtered out the non-serious. Every step moved the right people closer to becoming loyal customers and eventually customer ambassadors. Without this, everything feels random. With it, everything starts to compound. So why is more marketing making things worse? I'm not here to give you more information. I'm here to help you see why your current approach fails and why a different process is the only logical fix. Think about the last 12 months in your business. How many new tactics did you try? How many new platforms did you experiment with? How many times did you say, we just need more leads? The default reaction to slow growth is do more marketing. more posts, more ads, more emails, more funnels. But here's the painful truth. If your underlying process is broken, more marketing just sends more people into a broken experience. You get more unqualified leads, more price-sensitive customers, more people who ghost after the first inquiry, more conversations that go nowhere. And because you're busy, it feels like progress. You're doing marketing, you're showing up, but the quality of customers doesn't change. The revenue doesn't match the effort. This is where burnout begins. Not because you're lazy, but because you're pouring energy into a machine that was never designed to work. Let's take a typical small business. They run a Facebook ad to a free PDF. People download it. They get added to an email list. They're invited to a webinar. At the end of the webinar, they're offered a sales call. On the call, they're pitched a service. On paper, that looks like a funnel. In reality, here's what happens. The free PDF attracts information collectors, not action takers. The webinar attracts curious spectators, not committed buyers. The sales call becomes a convincing session, not a decision point. The business owner ends up spending hours talking to people who are never serious. They feel rejected. They start doubting their offer. They tweak the funnel again, and the cycle repeats. The problem isn't the PDF, the webinar, or the call. The problem is that none of those steps required a meaningful commitment. Here's the shift. Instead of asking, how do I get more leads? Ask, how do I build a magnet that attracts only serious customers? A magnet is a process, not a piece of content. It speaks directly to a specific ideal customer, names their exact pain in language they recognize, shows them why your offer is the best answer, invites them to take one small, meaningful step. You're simply showing the path and letting people choose whether they're ready to walk it. Let's imagine you have an ideal customer magnet blueprint, a 9-day process that designs and installs your magnet. What changes? Your content stops being generic. Every video, every post, every email is built around one core idea. You are finally able to get your ideal customers on demand. You don't need more information. You need a proven process that attracts and converts your specific ideal customers on demand. Let me give you a simple framework you can use to audit your current marketing. Step 1. Define your ideal customer clearly, not anyone who needs marketing help, not small businesses. Be specific, industry or type of business, stage of growth, mindset. Do they value speed, depth, control, the exact pain they feel that you can solve? Step 2, your content should mirror this reality so they feel seen. Step 3, show them why their current approach is not working. Step 4, demonstrate the before your product or service and the after. Step 5, invite one next step. This is crucial. Don't invite them to follow you on all platforms. Don't invite them to book a free call. Invite them to one specific step that sits on your commitment ladder. For example, if you're a serious SME owner and you're ready to stop chasing and start attracting, click the link below this video. You'll see exactly how the ideal customer magnet blueprint works and how you can build your own magnet in the next 9 days. Discover how you can install a magnet that attracts your ideal customers on demand without chasing, convincing, or burning out. Now, if you found this video helpful, I'd love for you to show some love by hitting that like button. It really helps us out and lets us know what content you enjoy. Here's my question for you. Be honest. Do you feel like you're over-marketing or underachieving? Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, if you know other business owners who could benefit from these insights, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with them. And if you're ready to move from more marketing to a magnet that filters for serious customers, click the link below and take the first step towards building your very own unique ideal customer magnet so you can get your ideal customers on demand.